our esteemed guest here today, Melisizwe Mandela. I know I said that like a white dude.
Wow, it was proper. Actually,
Thanks,
it was
bro.
proper.
Thanks, bro. Welcome to the modern man, bro.
Kondo Melisizwe is a threat to all these parties.
Okay, I didn't even know that, bro. I live in South Africa. I didn't even know that.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
bro. It's not
No.
something I would hear. Yeah.
I don't want to lie to my people. And when you advocate for the ANC today, I don't think you look normal up here. No, my brother, seriously, even like, and then seeing for a case instance, Mshinwam, you see.
I get you.
And
I
then
get
he's
you.
able to hold those masses. That's President
Yes.
Zuma's art.
My dad always taught me. He always said to me, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. Because if I didn't teach you well enough to be better than me, I failed as a father. And that's what it should be like when it comes to these kind of positions, bro. Do you feel any weight with your surname? You know, obviously people hear or see Mandela. Do they treat you differently? Do you get different treatment, you know, like different kinds of respect? Do they look at you in a good way, in a bad way? Do they think that you're only living off of that?
Reaction initiated. Incoming message. The Modern Man Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Modern Man Podcast. Today's a very special episode. We're going to be talking about something very near and dear to my heart. You guys have seen me speak about this many times on the pod. The lovely, beautiful country that we live in, South Africa. And who better to have on this kind of podcast than our esteemed guest here today, Melisizwe Mandela. I know I said that like a white dude.
Wow, it was proper. Actually,
Thanks,
it was
bro.
proper.
Thanks, bro. Welcome to the modern man, bro. Welcome to the modern man.
thank you,
I'm glad that we can finally do this. We've been trying to get this done since... Actually, we met before I even started this podcast, bro. That one day there in Cape Town.
But you said I must come to the podcast.
Yes. I hadn't even started it yet, but I knew my first guest had to be you, and then it's like 18 months later.
Yes,
But bro, today I just want to hear more about what you think about our country, what we can do to fix our country in the eyes of the citizens, what as citizens we can do, the way the rest of the world view us, and just kind of like more your opinion about our country, because obviously you work in politics, you do a lot of things around the world, you travel a lot, you do summits, you do lectures, you do this and that. So yeah, bro, I just want to hear anything and everything that you have to say about South Africa, bro. So to start off with, I just want to hear what do you think about South Africa? Not just at the moment, but in general.
South Africa is a very beautiful country. Hence, it's a very beautiful country, and even attracts. It's one of the countries that attracts the world. It attracts the world in a sense of what we have. Also, is obviously there's no one that will be attracted in a country with nothing.
With nothing, yeah, nothing to offer.
But we, the people of South Africa, and the leadership in particular, is invading the country. They see a beautiful thing with the nice flag around the world, but they don't understand what's happening inside the country. You see, our people are living in poverty.
Yeah.
Our people have to rob for living.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
And one of the things that I always say that poverty, revolutionary, and poverty has Chef Guvaro once said, poverty is the parent of two things. It gives birth to a revolutionary, or it gives birth to a criminal. Those are the two things that are fathered by the revolutionary.
Of poverty.
You see, because of poverty. Once there is poverty in the country, there will be these two things. There will be a revolutionalist.
Yes.
And there will be criminals.
Yeah.
So criminals are actually not people that are born, but people
that are made,
that are created by the system.
Yes.
You see. 350 for 50 rand is an example.
This was during COVID, the 350 rand, eh?
It's not only even now there is 350, and we are no longer talking about COVID, but we are talking about the consequences
Okay.
of COVID.
Yes.
But the 350 shows us how government agrees that it had failed. For an example, giving to more than 16 million people
Yeah.
in the country that are unemployed, others are graduates, for an example.
Yeah.
They'll spend thousands and thousands and thousands of rands
Yes.
in school. But what they are honored with and thanked with by the country
Yes.
is 350 rand. Immediately when 350 comes to my account, immediately when I go out, you deduct
Quick.
until I get to the ATM. When I draw that money, it's not longer
Yes.
there. Bread
It's
is
now
very
300 rand
expensive.
maybe,
I was
yeah.
shocked 2 days ago how much bread is. You see,
Yeah, the cost of living these days, bro.
is too high, and bread is expensive.
Yeah.
You
Bread
see,
and
hence
milk.
it's expensive.
Yes.
I believe it should be free.
Free.
Yeah, they must make bread free.
Okay. Okay. That's an interesting take. I've never thought about that, bro. Why should they make bread free? Just to feed the country?
Not
in a way?
to only free the country. One thing that we must acknowledge is this is the country is dominated by Christians.
Yes.
When they pray, they say in Xhosa or Isonga say mihla ngemihla, and then in English they will say our daily bread.
Yes.
So if you don't have a daily bread, how are you going to
How are you
survive?
going to live?
Yes, and even yes, it's wrong to give people bread every day, but
Yeah.
I think it will at least, you see, the way my brother, I've seen things. I've seen things. The way that my people are suffering in this country, it's very sad. It's not acceptable. It's a taboo.
Okay. It is a taboo, bro.
It is. So we need to find ways how to empower people. I'm not saying take away the 350 rand and give bread, but the 350 rand on its own, it's an insult against humanity.
Actually, I agree with you there completely, bro, because 350 rand is nothing. It's nothing. And they give it that for a monthly allowance. Is that what? Because at least 350 rand is like a government.
It's not
What's the word?
monthly. It's supposed to be monthly, what
Yeah.
they're saying.
Yes.
But sometimes other people, I think they don't get it.
At
Imagine, like, if, let's say, I get paid
Mm.
350 rand, someone sends me 1,000 rand.
Mm.
That literally means, even if someone didn't have an account, wanted an assistance from me, sends me 1,000 rand, I won't get 350 for the next month. I won't get it because there was
There
what are they?
was 1,000 rand deposited into your
Yes,
account.
what are they trying to put in people's brains?
Yes.
What are they trying to put in South African
Do you
people?
think that's what they're trying to tell people? You're only worth 350 rand a month.
It's not what they're trying, it's what they're doing. It's what the system, it's what the government of the Republic of South Africa that is currently doing.
Yes.
If you look at it in much more of in a broader way, ne, you get 350. It does not even allow you to buy cosmetics. Even if you go to
Necessary
what we have
healthcare.
adopted
Yes.
now in called the Pakistani shops,
Okay.
you get a soap, you get a
Toilet
roll
paper,
on,
yeah.
and then you'll end up being sick because those products are expired, and then you can't even take
They're
a taxi
fake.
to
Half of
town.
their shit's fake. Yeah.
You see, you can't even take a taxi to town. I think it's a middle finger that is shown by government in the citizens of the Republic of South Africa after they told you to go to school.
Pay all that money. And as you say, it is a middle finger because you know what the problem is? It's not that they are living in the same way that we are living. Well, I can't say we, like obviously not me specifically, but I'm talking about the generalization of South African citizens. They are getting 350 rand while our government is sitting having, I mean, I don't even know how many ministers and everything sit on the board. They get the private security. They get living in mansions. They're doing this, they're doing that. And they're spending all of the money in the country on themselves, which is actually disgusting, while they're kind of showing the rest of the country like, we will eat while you suffer, basically.
Yes, I hear you, but let's make it much more let's summarize it.
Okay?
Let's make it very simple. A minister. How much does the minister get paid? Firstly, a day multiplied by 21 days. That's what they earn a month. But we're not going to talk numbers. But let's ask the person that the last word comes from the president.
Yes.
If the president have dogs as pets, or if he goes for breakfast, does he spend 350 for breakfast? Breakfast alone, he doesn't spend 350
No, for
rand.
sure. It's a couple thousand at a time.
That is a tip.
If that little.
If that
If that
a
little.
minister, I can give that
A
tip
minister maybe, yeah. But
when
yeah.
he has ran out of cash in his wallet.
Yeah.
A minister.
And he's being selfish, yeah.
Not even a minister, an MP, a member of, just an ordinary member of parliament.
Yes.
Those are the tips. So that's how the government values us.
Yes.
It values us with 350, with T-shirts. Also. It's T-shirts, 350.
And no load shedding for the months leading up to
I know.
elections.
That one,
I see everybody on my social media at the moment it's day 28 in South Africa. Is this the same country that we live in? No load shedding. What's happening? What's going on?
They
Ladies
forgot
and
about
gentlemen, did you
Amapopo.
just forget that elections is around the corner? They're doing this to make you think that this party that's governed on our country is doing their job.
No,
Because let's be honest, what's going to happen after the elections?
No, everyone knows that load shedding is still there.
Yeah, for
Everyone
sure.
knows.
Yeah.
Because they saw during the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, they've seen once there's events in South Africa, big events.
Things that benefit,
There's no load shedding.
Things that benefit them.
Things
Yes.
that benefit them. But the issue of electricity in South Africa, we have accepted it. Like as South Africans, we like to celebrate mediocrity.
Oh, I like that.
The issue of electricity now, when load shedding, they say it's supposed to be at 8, and then now it's 10 past 8. We ask ourselves, when is
Why do we
electricity?
still have power?
Why do we still have power? You see? So they have psychological placed this thing on us.
They've
you see.
they've
And then
conditioned
now,
us to think that way.
We are used to that
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
accepted. Let's not accept this
Mediocrity.
mediocrity and bureaucratics. You see, let's not accept that. You see, because it's wrong in a sense of it's not. We pay. Your bills are still the same of electricity. They
Even
don't
more.
change.
Even more.
Even more now.
Even more, my
you see.
man. My cost of living hasn't gone down.
And I also liked what the minister of, I think is going to be fired, of electricity. First time, and the first country to have a minister of electricity. When Siputla said, the minister, the one that is always on the jival mode. There was a statement from one of the newspaper articles that I was reading today that was saying, no, man, the load shedding is coming and it's going to come hard. I think they're going to deal with him, you see, because I was not supposed to say that.
100%.
It's
They don't want
elections
they don't
now.
want the truth out there, bro.
It's elections now.
Yes.
You see. So they are campaigning of giving us. They want us to see the ballot proper.
Yeah, they want us to be like, oh, but because let's be honest, majority of people, I wouldn't even say just South Africans, I'd say humans in general, we've got the attention span of a goldfish at the moment. And because it comes from social media, straight facts, because people can only see 15 seconds before they get bored of something. So, as you say now, there's going to be increasingly bad load shedding that's going to affect the country horribly after the elections. But people will still vote in a certain way because they can only remember the last month and how they felt in the last month. Because the last month has been good. There's been no load shedding. Maybe they'll come right this time. Maybe they'll do this. Maybe they'll do that. And then they kind of give them the benefit of the doubt because they can't think for themselves. They're getting told what to think, how to act all the time. And that's basically the problem of not just humans, but like South Africans in general, because I sit here and I watch 95% of people in this country all just look past the bad. And as you say, they just accept mediocrity. It's ridiculous and it's sad. and then the other people that, sorry, I'm just going on a rant here, but the other people that won't accept mediocrity, leave the country, they say, I'm going to go live a better life somewhere else because of crime, because of load shedding, because of this, because of that. Majority of them all come back. Majority of them all come back because they know that this country is better. We just got some shit to fix right at the top to get the rest of the country going.
But even if we want to fix the country, we can fix the country.
What do we do? Let's say that. Let's have that conversation. What do people, citizens of South Africa, what do we do to fix this beautiful country that we live in? Like the things, I wouldn't even say a step by step. Obviously there's not exact right answers, but there's definitely a process that we can go through to make sure that our country gets back on top. Because we got third world status when you and I have both traveled overseas. We both know we're a first world country, guaranteed.
Yes,
if we were doing things right. What do we do to make our country just better?
In this country, but the problem is currently the current government is even failing to take young people abroad to go and learn, so that when they come to South Africa, come back to their country, they are given beautiful chairs to actually spread the word and educate those who didn't go to the country, because they know better. Once you go overseas and other countries and start learning, you see, that literally means you do have the knowledge and the understanding. You know what can work in South Africa and what cannot work to South Africa, because you know South Africa.
Yes.
So coming back to South Africa, we're supposed to be given a beautiful chair whereby tell us, what should we do?
Like a platform in a way to educate the masses in a way.
And the minister, Ubaba, I'm sorry to say his name just nakedly, the minister was supposed to have a program to empower those who are at school, in universities, young people, take them abroad, those that who passed matric, for an example. Matric is a university entry examination. Take them to go and study abroad. Let's say we take 20,000 young people abroad, and then wait for these years, whereas we are doing like normally.
Carry on in a way.
When they come back, they have they are supposed, they must be forced to come and teach what they
learned.
Yeah. It's not what they learned only at school, but
things,
even the environment they were staying in, around what they've seen in
create
the country,
different environments,
how the country runs, and teach South Africa. And say, no, this can work for us because of this and this, and support, you see. So but that's how we're going to build our country to the best.
On that point, I'd like to ask, why send people out of the country? Do you not, like personally, I don't know if personally or not, do you not think that we have the education system here to teach ourselves in a way to be better?
No, we do have that system.
Yeah,
we do have the best education, like students that come from South Africa going to other countries.
Yeah, because we have great exports, of course.
Yes. Like for an example, in USA, what you did in matric, the difficult what and maths, you are doing it in university. That officially in South Africa you won't do.
Yes,
you see, and there in
they
America,
just got a higher system.
Yes, it's higher system, but it comes to its simplest form. Here we like to take things hard.
Okay.
You see, so we are solving equations for other countries.
We're solving everybody else's problems, but not ours.
But not ours.
Yeah.
So even on educational system, it's like that.
Yeah.
If you go to America, how you solve X, hard way you started from the ground. There, it's simple. It's one line.
Yeah, done and done.
You see. So those are the things. And then it's investing. The government needs to invest in young people of this country.
The youth,
because young people are the future of this country.
For sure, bro. For sure. I always believe that, bro. The youth is the future of the country. And in my opinion, maybe get cancelled off this or whatever, that's why the government stays in power, is because they keep the youth uneducated so that they can keep on doing what they want to do without having any, consequences to their actions. Because they're not doing good for the country. They're doing good for themselves.
It's quite sad. Certain families that are on the platform, Ne? Hence, it's privileged or who you are. Now, what we are dealing with in the country, okay, let me just set the record straight.
Yes.
What we are dealing in the country is who you are, who you know.
For sure.
If you are someone else or what that you don't know, you won't get a job. You won't get you won't get a post. You won't get a tender. You won't. You see, those are the things that we need to do away.
Yeah.
Like, U.S. is not my best country. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the US.
I'm
No,
not quite friends. But their system of, Julius has said this, their system of absorbing and taking young, intelligent people to build their systems, like the internet, it's quite amazing. That you
Yeah.
can do around here in South Africa.
They headhunt. They headhunt from a young age, and they make
The
sure
young
that those
age.
people are going to build the foundation of their country.
Yes.
Because-
That's what
yeah.
we need. Our country is very powerful.
Yeah.
But even now, we're going to elections. The people are going to decide. But what the people decide, even if it's the majority of the people, does not make that right. What they decide on.
Yeah.
Because our people are in shambles, living in shacks. Do you know how to live in a shack, my brother?
No, I've been inside one or two in my life, and it's I can't fathom it, bro. I'm very privileged in that way, bro.
If I will say this, I would be considered as a racist. Even a white man's dog does not sleep in a shack.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true, dude. My
But humans
my dogs don't drink tap water, bro. Like, to put it into perspective, like
That's proper.
yeah. No, for
That's
sure,
how they
bro.
crack it out.
For sure.
You see?
Yeah, dude. So, see, the problem is, you know why? As you said, like, look at the US, bro. They headhunt from young age these people that can build such good foundations in their country that they make sure, even though they are corrupt, but the best way that they do it is because they make sure that there is still something to corrupt. You know, there's still something to pull from. The problem, the way this country is going, is that in, I wouldn't say a couple years, but in a couple decades, let's say, there's going to be nothing left to corrupt with, because it's just going to be absolute monarchy. Is it monarchy? Is that the right word? No, not monarchy. It's going to be absolute chaos. But, dude, let's talk elections coming up, bro. Let's talk elections. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the ANC, can I say ANC? Can we bleep it out? I don't know, whatever. But what do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to be voted out? Do you think we're going to have a new ruling party? What do you, where do you see us going as a country at the moment?
Hey, these elections are hard.
Yeah.
There's someone that said, and there's a slogan of the EFF and other parties currently saying, our 1994 is our 2014 is
Okay,
our
yeah,
1994.
yeah. 30 years apart,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You see. These elections are going to be hard. There's the ANC. There's the EFF. There's the DA. There's the...
IFP? Is it IFP?
No, I know, leave those.
Yeah.
We want to talk about people
We don't
that you can't
levels. Yeah,
you
there's
can't-
levels to this game. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
That you can't spend a day without altering their names.
Okay.
Like,
yes,
you
I
can't
get you.
spend a day
Rebranding,
without
yeah.
saying DA if you are on politics.
Yeah.
DA,
EFF.
ANC, EFF.
Yes.
And then now
Those are
there's
your
a-
three big players in the
Yes.
country.
But
yeah.
there's someone that came back. Umkhonto Wesizwe.
Never heard of that in my life, bro.
Umkhonto
Right?
Wesizwe.
Not one.
Umkhonto Wesizwe. Should I give you
It's the first
just a
time
short
ever
brief
hearing this.
about what is
Okay.
Umkhonto Wesizwe? Did you know that Jacob Zuma is back on the track?
No, man.
There's something called Umkhonto Wesizwe. It's not something. It's an inside of
The same Zuma that got let out of jail.
There's Umkhonto
because of me.
Wesizwe that came back. So literally is
Okay.
ne? Umkhonto Wesizwe was the military wing of the of the ANC during the struggle for liberation. And then their belief, they took each other to court. They said, you disband.
Oh, did they have a
Jacob
bad
Zuma
breakup?
was arrested. After that, they opened a party called Umkhonto Wesizwe. So the ANC took Umkhonto Wesizwe to court, saying that Umkhonto Wesizwe, which literally means in English, the spear of the nation.
Spear of the nation,
is our regalia. You can't do it with this, only to find out they didn't template it, they didn't copyright it, they didn't, you see. So they were disbanded by the court. And then President Jacob Zuma, if you listen to the police, is coming big now. He has left the ANC, but when he left the ANC, he said, I'm going to vote for Umkhonto Wesizwe. You see.
Okay.
So Umkhonto Wesizwe was the military wing. Now they are fighting about things. But now they've managed to separate the two.
Yes.
There's Umkhonto Wesizwe now.
Okay.
Which is, in another Eno speed. I don't want to say paraffin.
Paraffin.
In an Eno speed. Oh, Eno flashes too much quickly.
Quick.
Yes. So Umkhonto Wesizwe, the leadership of Umkhonto Wesizwe is President Jacob Zuma, and we know how President Zuma is able to talk to the people of South Africa. He's very talented. He uses art. Art and politics is one thing. He has that charisma. He's able to cultivate masses for 2 hours, even if they didn't eat. And then sing, for a case instance, Umshinwam, you see.
I get you.
And then he's able to hold those masses. That's President Zuma's art.
To be fair, sorry, just on that point there, bro, a lot of people will hate on a lot of, I wouldn't say dictators in the past. I mean, I'm just looking at Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, all of those kind of guys. They all think these are such bad people. But if you had to just take a small little glimpse of the actual things that they were good at, like exactly what you're saying, Zuma, the way he speaks to masses and keeps people entertained, same as Malema in my opinion. Dude, they have something that positive that you can take away from them in that message. But yeah, carry on, sorry.
So I'm saying there's Umkhonto Wesizwe. So Umkhonto Wesizwe is a threat to all these parties.
Okay. I didn't even know that, bro. I live in South Africa. I didn't even know that.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
Bro. It's not something I would hear.
I understand why it's no. So he came back to politics. He's the president of Umkhonto Wesizwe, which is, he has masses, he has followers. President Zuma has a large number.
Huge,
and then there's the
bro.
EFF.
Huge, yes.
So what I'm thinking of the outcomes of these elections is very hard. You see. Now, I'm a non-partisan. There's no political party that can come and claim and say that I have a membership of.
Yes. This is just your honest
I
opinion,
just left the ANC. Not left the ANC. I couldn't renew. After not renewing, I said, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Because this is not the ANC that I know.
Yes.
You see. I don't want to lie to my people. And when you advocate for the ANC today, I don't think you look normal up here. No, my brother, seriously, even like.
But you're right, bro. It's like, how could you defend it?
Like most people will think on this interview, what I'm saying, I'm just trying to throw tantrums and expose myself
for sure, bro.
Expose to a white person. Yes. You are exposing no of the any, but they're using social media, but it's fine. But it's true. Once you advocate for the ANC today, like you are talking, no, ANC will, ANC, door to door, they are beaten up. Most of them are beaten up.
Really?
In houses, yes.
Really?
There's a proof. I can show you a picture of it.
Oh,
I will send you.
Okay.
People are beaten up doing door to door.
Yes.
Because they say, you've been clowning.
Yes.
You see.
You think people are now done
as a
with
young
that?
person,
Yes.
as a young person in particular, if you go around and campaigning, I'm not saying don't campaign for the ANC. I love the ANC. I grew up in a swimming pool of the ANC. I was born in the ANC. But now today, if you campaign for the ANC, you look like a mad person.
Yeah.
That needs
Twit in a way.
Yeah, you need to be dealt with. Yeah. You need to go to those homes.
Go hospital. Yeah.
Hospital.
Asylum. Yeah.
There's an injection that you sort of need. There's an injection because, hey, you are crazy, man. You see. And then when people support their statements, they are not wrong.
Yes.
You see. What has the ANC done?
Yeah, it's been 30 years, bro.
It's been 30 years. China was able to take their people from poverty in 40 years out of poverty.
Done and
But
done.
we're not seeing even a glitch, even it's worse. Even the RDP house, you see.
It's
that
way
we
worse
live.
now. Way
Your
worse.
father, your father
Yes.
put it us in RDP houses, created it. I don't know what it was called
Yes,
then.
I get you.
You see,
I know
your
exactly.
people.
Yeah.
But the RDP house structure still lives today. Ours, it doesn't even survive for 5 years. We have to extend, chief. The ones that we're doing, we're using rhino boards to build houses. There was a documentary of someone talking about the value of a shack.
Yes.
How do you put shack? You spend 30 million for a shack, and then you claim a shack cost about 14,000. But a shack, it cost about 2.5, 3,000 rand. 2.5 to 3,000 rand. A single room that they built.
Sure.
The easiest for 4.5, 6,000.
No, you can get more.
It ends
of course,
there.
But let's call it basic average. Yeah,
It ends there. There's no. Do you
No.
think you will ever find a sex for 14,000? Oh, we are lying.
Never.
Unless someone in his land built something
Like nice. Like
nice.
Yeah, I get
see.
you. 100%.
Sometimes
bro.
art can help us,
Yes.
but they must not lie to us, chief.
Don't lie to yourself.
But
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
also, even in this politics of South Africa, our enemy has changed.
You were saying this before the pod, and it was such. When you said it, it actually blew my mind, bro.
No, our enemy. There is Kamvalihle Goba, a comrade that once stood up and said, "Our enemy is not colorless." In the NDR, they clearly explicitly stated who's the enemy of the Southern African state. Posted everything out.
Yes.
You see. But today's enemy of the state, of the country,
Of South
is
Africa.
black.
Yeah.
We are not going to talk about the people that are behind him. We are talking about the representative.
Yes.
We don't want to throw tantrums and assumptions or what.
Yeah.
But now we are talking about the people, the person that is in front of us.
Yes.
You see.
Who is the enemy of the state?
Who is the enemy of the state?
Yes.
Frans Fanon explains that.
Yes.
There is a book of Frans Fanon saying a black man with a white mask or a mask. You can twist it around. Say white man
With a black mask.
with
yeah.
a black mask.
For sure.
But now, it's not only serving the interest of the whites or blacks. We are human beings at the end of the day.
100%, bro. This is exactly where I argue with majority of people with this. Everyone has their own personalities. Everyone has their own characteristics, and they this and they that. You can be black skinned, white skinned. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of talking about race and politics, but today I'm glad that we can do this in a civilized manner. You get black, white, Indian, Asian, whatever, bro. People, as you say, are human beings at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what color what color of your skin is. But why do you still think, especially in this country, racism is still such a apparent term that is used throughout everywhere, bro? Like, why is it such a big thing that affects majority of all decisions in the country still?
Another thing that perpetuates racism and then what is the banks.
The banks.
The banks.
Okay.
If you and me
Yes.
are getting paid, let's say, 100,000 a month, 50,000, 50,000. Let me not make a big amount. Let's say 50,000 a month. We have the same credit score, but when I go and ask for a loan in a certain bank, as a black person, it tends to the interest to be much more higher
Okay.
than a white person. That's what's happening in the country now. I have proof of that.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, because
That's-
so you have the evidence of that.
yes, I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
evidence of that. It's the banking system. It
Okay.
excludes black people. That's why black people are still angry.
Okay.
Another
They're
thing,
not given the same opportunities.
yes.
Okay.
And another thing, we are not treated the same. Literally from the banking system, because everything is about money. We are not treated the same.
Everything's about money. Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
we are not treated the same. If you go to, you see,
It's all about mindset, bro. How people perceive skin color. as you said,
Have you been into Waterfront?
What, Cape Town?
Cape Town.
Yes, for sure.
Do you know if I walk from town
Yeah.
to Waterfront at 9 o'clock walking, there's a bridge from Cape Town to Waterfront. It's 2 minutes walk. But when I walk from that bridge to Waterfront, I will be asked, Nguti, where are you going? I tell them I'm going, they will follow me.
What, like
You will
security?
hear hockey talkies.
Yeah,
They'll
security.
say, no,
Yeah.
we don't allow people after 9 here. They don't allow walkists because walkists look like they don't have money. And most walkists at 9 o'clock are black people. So don't have this narrative of black people are saying everything is about racism. The system is against black people. It's against us.
When you say the system is against you, I look at the only counter argument that I could have with that one is the idea of a triple B.E.E. That is the only thing that I have against that one. Literally, like B.E.E. That is literally a system put in place to black economic empowerment, correct? Yes. Broad-based black economic empowerment. In essence, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm speaking as a guy who's not in politics or anything like that. Is that not a reverse system? I wouldn't say of apartheid, guaranteed, but a reverse system of push out white people, give opportunities to black people.
No, that is
or
not,
is it not?
No, it has not helped us. The black empowerment system has helped Patrice Motsepe, Cyril Ramaphosa, and others. There are few.
Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah. But he's a leader. I think he's
I like
campaigning.
Patrice Motsepe, bro. I'm a big fan of his.
Can I tell
bro.
you about
Yeah.
Patrice Motsepe? I love him.
Yes.
He has supported the country. But Patrice Motsepe, I think, is running for president in this country. He's trying to campaign. What he's doing, everyone will vote for him.
I would
Trust me.
vote for him, bro.
You see?
I would vote
Even
for
white
him.
people.
I would. Only because he's in
it's
football,
good.
bro.
But B.E.E., there are few
Yeah.
billionaires beneficiaries.
Yes.
Hence, there are few billionaire beneficiaries. Black people don't have money to start businesses. A white person approaches them, gives them 20,000. They are happy because they will eat a fresh sheep. They will eat proper food for that month or two or
Yes.
3.
Yeah.
You see, and they will be able to pay their bad people
the
that they
this, the
owe
that.
and
Yeah,
and what. You see,
I do get that.
so
yeah.
it's white people use black people for B.E.E. There's no one that benefiting from B.E.E. It's only the few elites.
Okay, I get you because I'm not gonna lie. So from just personal experience,
Not not for white people. I'm saying everyone. I'm saying about
for sure.
The businesses there.
Yes, the top
Hymas,
ones.
the top notch.
They put black people into power, into positions that they don't actually do anything. They're just there for the B.E. status.
Profile.
For sure. But now that whole idea of the B.E. for me, I've heard so many white people, especially men. White males are the one things that get hated on the most in this world, by far.
Come again?
White males, bro, in this day and age is the one thing that gets hated on the most.
Oh,
So, like,
in
yeah,
the country.
it gets hated on. Yeah, they just get hated on. Being a white man is nearly a crime at a stage, bro. A genuinely, like, normal perception. But I've seen so many people not offered jobs, not offered higher positions, not getting into this, not getting into that, because of the color of their skin. Now, in hindsight, I'm just thinking pure logic, human logic. People should, that's why I don't believe in equality. I've been telling people I don't believe in equality because it doesn't make sense to me. People should be getting anything that they deserve based on merit. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, woman, male. If it's on merit, you deserve that. That's what you should be getting. But now they're putting other, factors into the decisions that actually have nothing to do with the job, but mostly on what it appears to the outside world. And that's why I don't like B.E. at all. It doesn't make sense to me, bro.
No,
Do you get what I mean, though?
I do get what
Yeah.
you mean. But it also does not make also an impact in South Africa to black people.
No, I
BEE.
don't think it benefits you guys majority of the time, bro.
It doesn't.
But I don't think it benefits the country. For me, the whole BE system should.
No. Yes,
First time I've sworn the whole podcast. That was pretty good. I think I've gone half an hour without swearing. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on.
So they can say,
yeah.
other people saying, when you say fight BEE, but BEE is not benefiting the people. If BEE for 30 years has benefited them, they'll be somewhere else.
I get
but
you.
It's still,
I get you.
there is the...
Because they're not actually educating anyone into those positions, bro.
Those
you were
positions.
telling me earlier, and what I liked what you said is that they put people in positions of power who didn't know what they were doing. And that is why you can't even half the time blame them because they don't know what's going on. You've put them into a position of power, and now they've messed everything up. And now we want to blame that person. Sorry, bro, that oak didn't know what he was doing, but somebody put them into that position of power, and that's where the responsibility lies.
But the only thing that we need is not BEE only. BEE, I think it's also a scam.
Oh, it is
For
a
the
scam,
rich.
for sure.
For
It's a
the
big
rich,
scam.
the only thing that black people need to empower them,
It's education, is it not?
it's reparations. Let's put it in reparation form.
Okay, yeah.
We need reparations. Reparations need to be paid. Not by you, by the system. You see.
In how? Like, explain it. Okay, let's say somebody dumb's really watching this, bro. What needs to happen for those reparations to be paid, bro?
In order to empower black people, remember black people in apartheid, they didn't go to school too much. So when you talk about BEE and then you have policies and then you have 1,000 words, 2,000
People
words.
get lost in it. That's why politics wins. People don't understand politics because they use big words that mean nothing.
Nothing.
They mean
Easy.
nonsense, bro. Straight facts.
If you say reparations, you are saying to the country, okay, remember German. In German, there was reparations for Jews. Even now, they still get paid.
Yeah.
We said, okay, it's like someone that was imprisoned
Yes.
for a wrongful arrest.
Yes.
When it comes out, it gets paid reparations.
Yes.
But now, as black people, we need a state bank. We need a black bank. Not a black bank, actually. Let me not call it by color. We need a bank that will be able to satisfy, give us loan, 0 interest loans. But with conditions, obviously.
100%. The conditions is the difference. And I like that you said that the conditions are exactly what it needs. Like, you have to be able, you got to show that money that you are getting is being put to work. You're learning from it. It's doing something positive to the country. Because at the moment, people are just getting money for nonsense. And there's no repercussions to the actions, bro. There's no consequences to it.
My brother, on what I say, I asked the minister,
Yeah.
I said, Minister, you're a minister of, because once I call the department, you know the minister. You're a minister of this and this and this. Are you creating sort of a way,
A pathway.
a pathway for the young people? You see, there's one thing that South Africa is lacking. If you're an old minister, as a Magogo, 40, not 40, man, 70 something, 60 something.
You don't care about the youth, bro.
Take a young person,
Mentor them.
mentor him.
Yes. Show them
Every
the
department is supposed to be that, so that we know that they've learned the skill.
So that when they get into your position, they can do. It's the same thing as I always use it as the anatomy. Is anatomy the right word? I don't know. Between a father and a son, my dad always taught me. He always said to me, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. Because if I didn't teach you well enough to be better than me, I failed as a father. And that's what it should be like when it comes to these kind of positions, bro. Because they should be mentoring someone to do a better job than you in the future. Even though you can do the best job, the next guy can do the best job for the next generation.
Bishop Maponga says, you can do what I do,
Don't do
but
as
if
I
you want
say.
to do it,
Yeah?
do it better.
That's it. That's it.
That's
You have
it.
to be better. Don't be
It's
the
Bishop
same.
Marara Maponga.
Why be the same when you can be better than your predecessor? Which is kind of the point, is it not? And it's not a disrespect thing. It's not saying, okay, because I'm younger than you, I'm going to do better than you. It's just, that's kind of the point. It's always to evolve. It's human nature to evolve all the time. We didn't get to a firm point of what is going to happen with these elections. What do you think is going to happen? Is there a change of power coming? Is there a change of country coming? Like, well, what is happening? Well, what do you, like, personally, what do you think?
Can I start it reverse-wise?
Yeah, go back. Bro.
I'll start it reverse-wise. For an example, in these elections, if the ANC wins the elections
Again.
and then there's DA, there's MK, all the political parties, including MK, if they win elections, on the next coming national elections, people are angry with the ANC, and I don't blame them why they are angry with the ANC. But in the upcoming elections, what's going to happen if this one wins? Everyone, I'm going to call the black political parties, the EFF, the MK. Ne. What happened is, if ANC wins elections, these parties are going to be in danger for the rest of their lives. How? People will lose hope.
That nothing's going to change.
Say, even if we vote for EFF, even if we vote for ANC, because these people
will
stay
win.
together,
Yeah.
ANC will still to be together.
Yeah.
And then there's two parties called the Afro Forum
Yes.
and the DA.
Yes.
People will say, these ones are not helping us. Our own people are not helping us. They will go to the DA.
Yeah.
The DA will have members of a large number of South Africans, and then Afro Forum. If DA wins, Afro Forum is there.
Yes.
Or Afro Forum can distance itself. And then members of the DA will leave for Afro Forum
Okay.
if the ANC wins these elections. And if the ANC wins these elections, it's going to be chaotic in the country.
Anarchy. That was the word. Yeah. Anarchy.
There's going to be the highest bid of anarchism.
I agree. Bro.
That is not led by
Looting.
Julius Malema.
Yeah.
That is not led by anyone.
Sure.
There's going to be an anarchy in a sense of people are angry. Remember what happened.
People are going to be pissed off. Sorry, like as you say right now, what I've noticed in the last, when was the last major election? 2020? No, it couldn't have been.
2019.
2019. So national elections, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
national.
2019. What I've noticed since then, bro, obviously, also I'm 5 years older than then. I was only 22 back then. What I've learned from then, what I've learned from now, is that majority of people are pissed off with the ANC. They're very angry. Even the ones that always used to vote for them, there's many people that have now turned against the ANC. So if they win this election, then you know it must be rigged. Like surely logic says that it has to be rigged.
I think I need to pass this to the president. If the president
Yeah.
does not want to come and sit with a few young people,
Young,
like
thank you.
us,
Like talk to us, yeah.
he won't win these elections. And
Not once, bro.
He will blame the media.
Yeah?
But actually, I also believe that someone is sent in the ANC to destroy the ANC.
You were telling me earlier, we obviously won't say names, but yeah.
You see.
On purpose, you think
On
so?
purpose?
On purpose.
Because they knew they want to decampaign the ANC. And there are leadership there.
Yes.
You see. You see,
And do you think that's a good thing?
you see the SG of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, talks a lot everywhere.
Who's that?
Mbalula, the
Yes.
SG.
What's
The-
SG?
And SG is the Secretary General, meaning you are
Okay,
the engine
yes.
of the organization.
Who's the one of the police with the hat?
You are like the CEO.
Oh, that guy.
Oh,
Not a
actually-
fan of that man, eh? Like,
We are going to court sometime in June.
oh, yeah.
I saw this department for some money.
I'll tell you something off air that you can tell him
Yeah.
just for me, nice, bro. Because I don't want. Maybe this one won't get banned on YouTube, bro. Like,
Let's leave it. It might. Let's leave it.
okay, yeah, but anyway, yeah, you said the SG. What?
The SG is the engine of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula. I think Fikile Mbalula He's an SG. He's like a CEO
Yes.
of the ANC.
Okay. As you say, it's the engine.
Yeah.
Keeps
So
everything
he's a
moving.
good person. It's like the way that is active. It's attractive. It's good.
Yes.
But the problem is the leadership.
Yes. Above him.
Above him, the president.
Yes.
You see. The way that they are acting.
Yeah.
And the ministers. And he's in Lutuli House.
Yes.
He's not a member of the what you call. He's not a state
Yes.
person. He's an ANC person.
Okay.
So there's a difference. If you're an SG, for an example, and then
becomes-
you are sent,
yeah.
if you are sent to Lutuli House as the ANC, you are not representing the state, you are representing the organization.
ANC.
But Fikile Mbalula is an engine of the organization called the ANC.
Okay.
He's-
Not of the state.
Yes. He has things like that thing of Hlaute balls to suspend the president
Yes.
or to, you see.
Oh, so he's got the power.
Powers,
The power to do things.
Yes,
bro.
but-
okay.
Fikile Mbalula respects the organization, loves the organization, goes with what the
Got
organization.
loyalty towards it, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Fikile Mbalula has adopted the style and the system of today. But the problem is the
He's become more
leadership
modern.
that is lacking.
Because they're sitting back in the days, bro.
Yes.
They're still worrying
Fikile
about what
Mbalula-
happened 30 years ago.
Fikile Mbalula will tell you, will put what do you call this drink beer.
Yeah.
What. He's a human being.
Yeah.
I think it was a
He doesn't
very
hold grudges.
structured way of attracting young people. But now we still have this one, the president and the leadership of the ANC.
Yes.
You see, I love the ANC. I said I grew
Yeah,
up
you
in
said,
the ANC.
yeah, for sure.
But
It's not the same thing that what it was,
now I'm thinking otherwise in voting. I'm thinking of voting. I'm thinking of separating my vote. Like I'm
bro.
thinking,
Was it not your great grandfather that said if the ANC
does
to you what the apartheid government did before, then you do to the ANC what you did to the apartheid government.
yes, it was him, but actually now
Was it him?
It was
It's
him.
normally a media statement, but I know I'm just saying like
It was him.
Yeah.
But now the ANC is doing more than what the apartheid government
They're
did
doing
to
worse
us.
for our country,
Because
bro.
if you beat a person in the skin
yeah.
and beat a person with
Emotion- with
something
words.
to eat,
Okay.
food,
Are you starving them?
starving them, which one is the difference?
Way worse, bro. Physical versus
This thing,
mental.
stomach.
Yeah.
Chief, the government currently, Chief, is playing with us. Is playing cards,
Listen.
and they think they are carrying the ace of spades.
Yeah.
You see, hence they're thinking they are carrying the ace of spades. We are humans. We know what we want,
Yeah, for sure.
and we will fight everywhere. I don't care who calls me what or or.
No, listen, bro. What I do appreciate about you is that you have your own personal opinion. You're not just
Yes.
you're not biased towards other people telling you this. As you say, you're not with any party, so you're not saying something to distract the media to do this, do that. So I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that you can come on here and put on your personal opinion and give the truth, bro. I love that. Like as I said earlier, bro, when I call it integrity, when people have integrity and they can sit here and they can put out their true emotions, they're not saying it in a certain way or in a certain. Okay, obviously you have to say stuff in a certain way to, get your point across. We discussed that.
Yeah, there's people that are
But when you have integrity, you'll speak your truth because you know it's the truth and you know it in your heart that it's the truth, and you won't go tell other things because you know it will ruin your integrity and your what's the word, your value as a man. So I appreciate.
or on the Zizi Kotwa issue.
Yeah.
No, I still apologize to him.
Yeah, you said so. Bro. And and I said to you, at least you have the balls to apologize, but it takes a big man to apologize. Like a lot of men will sit there with the integrity or not the integrity, with the pride issue and say that they won't apologize for something, bro. But for you to go and apologize about that, I genuinely appreciate that. But bro, listen, I'm going to end off this podcast. I have one more question for you, bro. I did ask it off air, but I said I wanted to hear it on air. Is that, do you feel any weight with your surname? Obviously people hear or see Mandela. Do they treat you differently? Do you get different treatment, like different kinds of respect? Do they look at you in a good way, in a bad way? Do they think that you're only living off of that? Give me a little bit of insight on that one, bro.
Guys, yes, and Mlungwa, wabo. I hear you, my brother.
Yeah.
Do you know when you get a simplest question, but it's hard to answer?
No, for sure, because I can listen to your political opinions all day, but I want to know about you as a person, bro.
I do, like, for instance, I'm a young person.
You're only 30, you're 3 years older than me, bro.
Yeah?
Like, are we still young, homie?
Yeah,
like,
you see,
we're still young, bro. You're 30 years old, yeah.
If I carry, I'm making an example now.
Yes.
If I carry a beer, drinking a beer like a normal person that
Yes.
does in South Africa,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
things that I'm limited to. We can be treated differently,
Yeah.
but it depends on what circumstances.
Yes.
I'm a great grandson.
Yeah.
My great grandmother is also Melisizwe Mandela. You see, so
You have the most famous name. You have the most famous surname in South Africa. History.
I think
History.
it's after Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's
There's
Mandela.
Jesus Christ and then there's
It's
Mandela. And then there's who?
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. I was going to say Ronaldo, but I'm joking.
Don't watch soccer, one of us.
Oh, shit,
So-
yeah.
What happened is sometimes we need, if I'm looking for a job, you see, it's hard for me to get a job. Let's say I have a CV, I have everything, I look. People will just check my CV and say, Maibuye, Melisizwe Mandela.
Done.
Check on the internet.
Is he real?
No, he will see, say, this one will take us to parliament. There's no company that is not corrupt a bit in South Africa.
Okay.
And even that sometimes abuse a right of a certain person.
Yeah.
There's always that.
Yeah.
They say, this one will give us problems. He will claim too much things. He knows too much. He's a politician.
Yes.
That's where we get things hard.
Okay.
It's the Mandela family. And then on the other side, when I meet people, more especially, I will start with this, girlfriends. I don't like
I love
girlfriends.
this. I love this. This is my
Love.
favorite South African gesture of all time.
Girlfriends, hey, I too much.
And they
I have
use it, bro.
Eh?
They use it.
No, I don't like, when I date someone, I wish someone would not know I might be Mandela. Because they will think I'm this. Yes, I do have my own money. I do have,
Of course,
I'm able to
yes,
certain,
yes.
yeah, but he will not love me of who I am.
Yeah. Don't love you
I'm
for,
someone crazy.
for your
myself.
name, for your title. Yeah.
For the title, no,
For
it's,
sure.
it does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not. Yeah, but my Nelson is, we never fought for struggle for liberation. And actually, Mandela is Nelson is the grandson of Mandela.
Okay.
Funny
The original.
Huh?
The original.
The original Mandela is the grand that we took our claim because we came from the royal family.
Yes. Okay.
You see, the king gave birth to 5 sons.
Yes.
Mnqanqeni, I won't call them
Yeah,
by
I get you.
straight how it was Mnqanqeni Joyce Makate Mandela on the junior house and
Yes.
Joey
Joe, yeah.
Strife House Joey. So Joey Ntokaka Joey Makate Mnqanqeni, the junior house was Mandela. Mandela was the son of the king. These were the children of the king. Mandela, King Ngubengcuka gave birth to these all children and Mandela. Mandela gave birth one umntwana, a child called Harry Gadla Mphakanyiswa, the praise name.
Okay.
Mphakanyiswa had Rolihlahla, which was Nelson.
Okay.
Nelson is a name from school.
Yes. It's an easy
But
way
his
to pronounce,
original name
yeah.
is Rolihlahla
Yes.
Dalibunga Mandela.
Okay.
As I am Maibuye, Melisizwe Mandela.
Yes.
So Dalibunga is a praise name when you come from initiation. And then in our custom as royalties, it's royals that next to the crown give us their name, not women from the bush, you see. So he was given Dalibunga, literally meaning you must create this conversation. It's a bunga.
Yes,
Like
yes.
have meetings and what
Spread
you
the
call-
word in a way.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Yeah.
Mandela, you see. Nelson came from school because we were forced by the apartheid regime.
You can't
There's-
pronounce the
yes.
word,
Yes.
basically.
So that's how the things goes, you see.
Yes.
So most people say, Mandela, Mdanak. I said, no, I'm not his child. Why are you saying you're Mandela? I'm saying no. That's our root as the royal family of the
Yes.
Table clan.
Yes.
We are royal, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
You said because it comes from the king. Or you said from which clan?
The Tembo tribe, King Ngubenguka.
Okay. I'm not
He's-
even going to try to pronounce that.
His grave is in Clarkbar. Currently, our king is one of the amazing kings in South Africa. King Zwelibanzi Dalindyebo Buyelekhaya. Maybe you know he was arrested, the king.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't, eh? Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I understand. Like, yeah, it's actually quite educational listening about this, bro. That's...
Yes.
I have no idea about the whole traditional history.
No,
bro.
one day we will sit together and make
Hey,
it
yeah,
live.
we'll do it off camera, bro.
Yeah,
Where
we
can
want
say
to
what
do
we
a
want.
camera and
Yeah,
make it live.
Proper. Okay, yeah,
And
100%.
say, I will talk about why did most people fail to understand why did South Africans go to World War II, World War One, and you see.
Yeah.
Make you understand why the man, the sheep, who was commanding that, and actually the ANC is diagnosing. He is doing the history is not proper. Do you know that Dalindyebo, the Sabata family that comes from the King Dalindyebo, King Buyelekhaya Zolibanzi Dalindyebo, the ANC comes from there. His father Njebo gave cows 112 cows in 1912 for the initiation of the ANC in Bloemfontein. But they don't talk about him today.
No.
They will talk about John Langalwaledu. Ulfish was elected by these leaders. The ANC comes from Eastern Cape.
Yes.
Started by people in the Methodist, by the people in the community who had a very bright. The ANC,
vision.
when you listen to its manifesto, not manifesto, man, the
Vision,
Freedom
yeah,
Charter
yeah.
and what,
The mission,
it speaks to
the mission
everyone.
in a way,
It's a
yeah.
very beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful idea, bro. It's a beautiful idea
But
that
today
gets
we are not
corrupted.
led by the
No.
ANC, we are led by the fools that were following
Thank
the
you.
ANC.
That are in power, bro.
We love the ANC, my brother. The structure of it. But don't come and lie to us and say also the constitution is the best in the world. It's a lie. There's no constitution that is the best.
Yeah.
The constitution is against the humanity in South Africa. It's against black. For an example, I'll make an example. The constitution of South Africa says you can only claim land from 1913, June, somewhere there. Someone must correct me if I'm wrong. But Jan van Riebeeck arrived there in 1652. Obviously, they took everything before. Hence, they took everything before. When the ANC was initiated to fight for that crisis.
Before 1652.
Yeah. So the ANC
That
was
doesn't make
initiated
sense to me though, logically, because how? I was gonna swear again, but I was close. How are you supposed to have records? Okay, no, wait. That's a whole different conversation. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push end on this one because that is a very different conversation, and I'd love to get into that deeply. Bro.
No, we can.
But
Next
I'm gonna 100%, bro. 100%.
Let's make it a following episode.
Please,
after
with
this.
pleasure, because I have a lot, like, just, I'm going to fight logic on this one, bro, because I love hearing these kind of things that make me also doubt my own beliefs in what I already know, bro. But I'm going to end this podcast, and I want to say thank you to you, bro, for coming on here and educating me in a lot of things here in South Africa that I had no clue about, bro. Like, absolute, on and off camera, it's been an absolute pleasure, bro.
Yes, thank
and
you, my brother.
if you're still here next week, pull in, I'll make us some dinner. We can have another glass of wine. I'll even blow.
No, don't cut it.
We'll
I'll
have
have a
another glass of
wine.
wine. One glass of wine. And dude, again, it's been a pleasure, bro. I want to say thank you so much.
Who are you voting for?
Who am I voting
Wow.
for? I'm actually running for president this year, 2024. Vote Manny J, the modern man presidency. I think I'd be a great president, actually.
I'm still confused. I'm still deciding. I have a week.
Well, you can vote for me, bro. You can be my ambassador, bro. Straight facts. Straight facts. We can go sit in a bar in Cape Town and people can just vote for us there, bro. Straight.
Thank you, my brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, please leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, whatever. And we will see you guys on the next episode of The Modern Man. Thank you again, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother.
Reaction initiated. Incoming message. The Modern Man Podcast.